Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Classic Combination of Two Dudes eating some foods, going to town with no frown at all. I'm your host, James.
I'm your other host, Nick.
And we're here today. We're in a new place.
We're in a new time.
This is a new timeline? This is a new place?
Same timeline.
Same timeline, just different time.
Different time.
Just a different moment on the line.
Absolute.
Yeah, we're in my new house. I moved this last weekend. If you watched last episode, I think I talked about getting ready to move.
Yes.
And now I have done it.
Yeah.
With the help of my good friend Nick.
I was there.
Shout out.
Shout out
to Levi Barkley.
That's the fourth shout out to Levi in 2 episodes.
Yeah, probably.
Nice. Nice. Chicken rice.
Who else helped? Shout out to Crable Murphy. Shout out to Brandon Milroy. Wonder Twins.
We had the best product manufacturer on the block and the best fighter at local high school.
Yeah, so we're in a new place. Nick.
Yeah, what's up?
What the fuck have you been up to all week?
Dude, glad you asked. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Been playing that Kingdom Hearts P. I actually last night.
Did you beat it?
I'm getting ready to enter the final battle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's very intense. I was gonna start it when I got home from work last night, but it was 4 a.m, and I was like, nah, better not. We got to record in the morning.
Yep.
Better not do this. It's probably gonna take at least a couple hours. I'm like giving buffer time for it because how long I know the cutscenes and everything is gonna take. It's gonna be crazy. So I'm getting ready to do that. Let's see, work. You know. What was it? I had some good anecdotes for you, and I just can't.
And they've gone.
They're like flying away from my brain. I've got one. I had a realization this week.
Okay.
That I'm becoming a salty old man.
Okay.
And I had this realization. And this is an unpopular opinion I'm about to throw your way.
Oh God.
And you might be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Very likely you'll be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So I was driving home from work one night, and I threw on my favorite radio station. It's the classic rock station, and Bohemian Rhapsody came on, and instead of being like, "Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody, this is a good song," I was like, "Oh God," and I changed the station.
Wow.
Because I've seen so goddamn much about Queen, and Rami Malek and the movie Bohemian Rhapsody that Queen, great band. I love, and Bohemian Rhapsody, excellent movie. It deserves all the award. Rami Malek and the movie deserve all the awards they got. They're fantastic. But I've heard so goddamn much about it now that I just don't care anymore. And the idea of Queen or anything related to Queen has frustrated me to no end. So I need to take a break from Queen. Again, great band.
Oh yeah,
love Queen.
Absolutely.
Excellent music, excellent history. Freddie Mercury, musical genius. Love him to bits. I need to take a break though, because it's starting to destroy my mind.
Yeah. There has been a lot of Queen recently.
Yes.
And it's because of Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie, not the song.
Yes.
The song is a good one, and I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I understand what you're saying. A little too much of anything.
Yeah. It's gonna sour the grapes.
Can spoil the broth, if you will.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I understand. I'm not calling the neighborhood watch to come get you.
Thank you.
And hang you from my front tree.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
I'm glad you're not doing that. Some may. Some may
call for Nick's hanging.
Some people might want to see my head on a spike for even suggesting that Queen is not the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I don't want to listen to them right now.
I don't want to listen to them nonstop.
Yeah. there it is.
That's
yeah. I
period.
don't want to listen to think anything nonstop.
Yeah, I'll go on like sprees where I'll listen to like a certain band or a certain type of music,
like some fatty binges. Like you binge stuff, like on,
Netflix. I was like, I'm not sure. Okay,
what is a fatty binge?
Yeah, so regularly we will take words, and we'll fuck them up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And for the most part, we all know what each other are saying.
Yeah, we speak our own language.
And so when you said fatty binge, I was like trying to work out what you had fucked up so bad.
Yeah.
Turns out you were just saying binge.
I was just saying the word binge.
The word binge. All right. Well.
Oh man. Hey, when you're bilingual, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta mix it up. Our two languages, English and stupid.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, so Nick got me a drink today, and he called it dumch.
Oh yeah, dumch-brums.
Yep. Caleb on the regular says, "I'll see you, Tom Tar."
Oh, speaking of saying things in our own special language, James, why don't you pull out your phone and listen to the voicemail I left you?
Oh, did you leave me a voicemail?
Yeah, you called me right back, and so I imagine you didn't listen to it.
I didn't even.
But I did leave you a voicemail.
Let me see if I have it. Okay. Face ID is not working. And I have to use my own thumb to type in my own passcode.
What's the deal, Apple?
Come on, guys.
Why can't you see my face?
I need my face displayed on the billboard, which has happened. I have had my face on the billboard.
That's pretty good.
Mechatronics. Yeah, I did a photo shoot for a college.
Yeah.
For local
community college.
And they used my face for the mechatronics program. Wow. I have not been in that program, nor would I probably ever. It's not something that interests me. Where am I? Who am I?
My buddy Derek is on a couple of the billboards for local community college, and he's just on the general ad, and it's just he's got this big old smile on his face. He's just like. It's like, oh, that's okay. There he is.
I do not have a voicemail from you.
What?
I do have this voicemail. Let's listen to it. I don't know what it is. It might be deeply personal.
Oh no.
So let's listen to it. So at this point in the podcast, I listen to a voicemail that gives away all of Nick's work information. So instead, I cut that out, and now you're listening to me. Your boy, James the Fifth. Let's get back to the podcast.
Dude, you're going to have, if that picked up the number and the location, you have to bleep that out.
I'm going to have to do some bleep in there. That's hilarious.
Oh my God. So, little backstory on that. Didn't see that coming. So, James is one of my references on my resume because for a while we worked together at local movie theater.
Yeah.
And he was my supervisor, and so I put him on my resume as one of my references. And that was my current boss, who was calling to get reference from him.
That's so funny.
Oh,
I don't
dang.
have a voice. That's actually the only voicemail I have.
I
wonder if my voicemail is fucked up.
I'm really sad because I did record a voicemail, and in that voicemail, I called you Jammo Kablamo.
Jammo Kablamo.
I think I said I'm on my way to pick up some Dumch Binkus for something to drinkus. Hit me back on the text massage that I sent you with a yems or a noms.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get that.
It was good. It was okay. Maybe you'll get it in like an hour, and then we'll be goofing.
When you got my voicemail, what did it say?
What do you mean?
Like the greeting.
Hi, this is James Murray. I can't get to the phone right. Yeah, it was just like it was like the very standard like, hi, this is me, and this is my phone. I'm not here. Call me back.
Weird. I'm going to have to check that out because So I've also had other people say they left me voicemail, but I've never gotten it. That's literally the only voicemail I have on my phone.
Yeah.
So I think my voicemail's fucking broken.
Do you have your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Oh, fuck no.
Do you have... okay, so this is another funny thing that happened to me once. My mom wasn't getting any of my texts or calls. Like, she wasn't receiving notifications from me. Mm-hmm. And then we looked at the settings on her phone, and we found out you can set specific people to Do Not Disturb. And she had accidentally set me to
yes,
mother.
Of course.
She's not going to watch this.
Come on, mommy.
Come on, mom. But she had accidentally set me to Do Not Disturb and was like, Nick, you're not texting me or calling me back. What's the deal? Is like, oh, no, I am. You're not getting any of my notifications, though.
Whoa.
Yeah, so maybe you just set me to Do Not Disturb, which is probably not true because I think you get my texts. Like, you are
definitely
notified of my texts.
Yeah, well, let's see. What did you say to me? Sounds good, man. Want me to pick you up some dump?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so... Well, now it's a mystery, and I'm going to have to fucking solve it.
We'll find out one day. You'll figure it out. You'll sit on down and figure it out what Blue's Clues are all about.
What the Blue's Clues is. I'm going to have to fucking blue skidoo, fucking Mario jump into this fucking phone.
That's
find out...
What the what is.
What the what and who the fuck.
Straight up and down.
What the what, who the fuck, straight up and down is fucking blocking my voicemail. It's probably fucking Nick Valentine.
the synthetic robot detective from the synth detective
That's
from
right.
Fallout 4.
No, it's actually Lamar Burton.
Oh.
He's in my phone.
Oh my god.
He jumped in.
Oh my god.
I haven't figured out how to get him out.
Get him out of there.
I can't.
James.
What's up?
What have you been doing this week, man?
Dude, I got I did a lot of stuff this week.
You did. You did the moving.
Besides the moving. Lots of moving, lots of unpacking. Lots of packing and then unpacking. Setting everything up in my house. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much been... Sorry for the burps.
Hey, that's okay.
I did it away from the mic, though, so that...
They can only kind of hear it.
So that there's only a reminiscent
like
faint.
Like a memory of a burp.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there you go.
Just off in the distance there.
Wow, that was a weird noise.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, so that's pretty much been taking most of my time this week, this last week. It's moving, getting everything here. What else? Got some Tavern Brawl stuff going. Like I say every week, the art is almost done. The artist had a problem with her hard drive, and I almost had a fucking heart attack.
Oh, God.
But everything was okay.
That's good.
And she said it'll be any day now. So
nice.
I look forward to having some finished artwork in my hands. We are doing some logo design, both for the show itself and for our company. Here's some exciting news. I am officially a business owner.
Oh, yes.
I own a business.
Professional.
Stormforge Studios, LLC.
Oh, my God.
I'm the co-owner.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a good LLC.
Yeah. It's really cool. I'm like, John, my producing partner and business partner.
Oh, my God.
Was like, hey, the LLC's gone through. We're good. It's like, what?
We are a company.
So we've been doing some logo stuff for Tavern Brawl, some logo stuff for Stormforged, and then just trying to figure out Kickstarter stuff. Man, it's been
nice.
It's you'd think it's easier than it would be, but when you plan on asking people for any amount of money, you really got to put some time and effort into it.
Yeah.
So I've been working on the show now for just over a year and a half.
Right.
And that, by the time the Kickstarter comes out, John will have been working on it for a whole year. Mm-hmm. So I worked on it for 6 months before I asked him to help me produce it. So yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's rad. What's your artist's name?
Her name's Sabrina.
Shout outs to Sabrina and John.
Yes.
Congratulations, Stormforge LLC.
Yep.
Good business. Hashtag good business. That's not this week's hashtag, but
it is a hashtag.
If you wanna tweet, congratulations, Stormforge LLC. Hashtag good business. Hashtag good trivia.
We'll have some social media up for that later. But this is Jameser the Fifth. This is the Jameser channel. We're on Classic Combo.
We are on Classic Combo.
Let's move on to the questions.
All right.
Unless you got anything else. That's what I did this week.
No, I mean, I do what I do, and I don't do much else.
Yep. Oh, I have not played any. I played maybe
the Kingdom Farts.
I played maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes more from where you were.
Yeah. So I'm in the toy box. Like the very beginning.
Okay, so I really enjoy a lot of the game. Mm-hmm. The toy box is probably one of my favorite worlds.
Okay.
And it's like so early on too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I really enjoy that a lot. And I also really like when you get there. I really like the Caribbean is good, and San Francisco is also very good.
Nice. Yeah, I look forward to actually being able to play a video game ever again.
Oh yeah.
I just wish I had more time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I had to take baby cat to the vet the other day.
Yeah.
And I had to fucking go to the doctor this morning.
Right.
And yesterday, what did I do? I edited the new episode of Classic Convo to be put out today, but this episode that we're recording right now will come out in 2 weeks. So, episode 3,
yes,
I edited yesterday.
Sick.
So just a lot of stuff, and I just don't got time for the video game. Although I did get to start a show the other day.
Nice. What show did you start?
The Dragon Prince.
I've seen a little bit on Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. It's a little kiddie.
Sure.
But still very enjoyable. So it's about like there's 6 different kinds of magic, the 6 primal sources of magic, and it's the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the sky, the sea. And that's where all the magic comes from. But then humans invent dark magic by sucking the souls of living things.
Oh, that's healthy.
Oh yeah, suck a soul. That's a +1 for the health book.
That's
and then the elves get pissed off. They have a big war.
Sure.
And then the continent is divided. One side, east side
Avatar
humans,
style.
Yeah, west side elves. And then the point of the show is that there was a war a while back where the humans killed the Dragon King and destroyed their egg, the Dragon Prince.
Oh God.
But it turns out that they didn't destroy the egg. They had kept it. And so now the protagonists of the show are trying to get the egg to Elfland, which I don't remember the name of. Wex? Nah, fuck it. I don't know. No idea. Zania? I actually think that's right. Zania. But it's actually really, really enjoyable. It's pretty funny. Like I said, it's... I don't know if it's made for kids.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because they make a joke about there's a deaf person in the show.
Oh, okay.
And they do sign language,
which
is fucking rad as hell.
Yeah.
And so the guy who like interprets for her, at some point, she's essentially telling the bad guy that what he's saying is bullshit. Mm-hmm. But then he's like, bull, and then he looks over at her, droppings.
Classic.
And it's like. But you actually find that a lot in kids shows. There's a lot of innuendo for the adults that are watching too. So
yeah,
could be it. So anyway,
who's to say?
I'd recommend that one.
Excellent. Dragon Prince. Shout outs to Dragon Prince.
Yeah, shout out to the Dragon Prince. He's unborn.
How about?
Well, I haven't seen the end of the show yet.
All Dragon Princes, all Princes of Dragons. You know what? Another shout out. I've been watching, or I've been listening to The Adventure Zone.
Oh yes.
Adventure Zone. That's the other thing. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's it took a little bit for me to pick up for me to really enjoy it, but once I got to the second arc, which is called Murder on the Rockport Limited.
Okay.
Which is like a murder mystery train quest. So good. And the one I'm about to finish, Pedals to the Metal. They do like a Mad Max race, and it's it's probably the funnest thing I've heard in D&D in a while, and it makes me really want to like run my own D&D campaign. God, I'm really excited for our group to play D&D now, because it's like, oh my God, you can do so much.
Yeah, I mean,
the world is your oyster, and
correct.
you make the world. You can have as big an oyster as you want.
That's the biggest oyster.
That's the biggest oyster of all.
Shout out to the McElroys.
Oh, yes.
For the Adventure Zone. I've listened to, I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 episodes of There Be Garblins.
Oh yeah, Here Be Gerblins?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
But, yeah, so they're all learning how to play, so they don't know how to play, and it's really funny.
Yeah.
And but, man, they've gotten super popular.
Yeah.
People love them. And I guess they also have other shows they do, too, like podcasts.
Oh, I can't stop hearing about it, because in the middle of every episode, your DM and best friend, Griffin, comes on and tells you about Maximum Fun Network and their sponsors and the Jumbotron messages, which is rad. We have Jumbotron messages from Crable Murphy.
Yeah, okay.
Spreading the good word about his beautiful products. But I mean, that's a cool thing.
I'm gonna ask him if he made a fucking skit for us today, or I'm gonna kill him.
Otherwise, I'll make up a skit right now.
Right this very second. Well, hey, we're in the first part of the questions,
which means
let's get into the first part of the question.
Let's touch those questions.
Part 1,
real sensual like.
Nick, I think you're first this week.
Actually, James, you're first this week.
What?
Yeah.
What did we do last week?
I went first last week.
Did you?
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, James, it's your turn for the questions, and you were like,
what did
I don't have any questions. You were like, oh, I've been thinking this whole time about questions. In episode 4, run it back, DJ. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Okay, I do got something for you. Last week. This is going to make Nick uncomfortable.
I bet it is.
Nick, last week.
I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Last week, us and our friends were chatting.
I know exactly
what
this is.
We were chatting about... sorry, Caleb's being a bitch.
Oof.
We were chatting about a little something.
Yeah.
Last week, we were chatting about Pornhub.
Yeah, there it is. I knew it.
And we realized that, wait a second, we've probably all watched the same porn videos. And that got me thinking.
Yeah.
Pornhub is a big video sharing site.
Do you think we should put Classic Combo on Pornhub?
I mean, we could, I guess. You know, the more outreach, the better.
Do you think okay, so here's my pitch. Okay. One episode of Classic Combo goes up on Pornhub.
Okay.
Random episode 17 goes up on Pornhub.
Okay.
And the only reason it goes up on Pornhub is that we are not wearing shirts during the episode. We don't say anything about it. We just do the episode normal, but we don't have shirts on, and that's why it's on Pornhub.
I see.
Yeah.
That's not where I was going.
Okay, well, this is where I'm at now.
Okay, so episode 17.
Two big dudes make sweet love to camera and microphones. Classic Combo, episode 17.
There it is.
No context. All right. It's just there.
It's going to be up on Pornhub.
See you there. So episode 17.
So if you are 18 or over, you can find us. You can find episode 17 there. You can also find episode 17 on everything else we posted on.
That's right.
But you could, after you're done slaying a load,
busting, quote, fat rhymes.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying.
That didn't rhyme.
That's okay.
You check it there. Anyway, Pornhub. It's huge.
You're right.
It
is.
The dick of Pornhub is massive. And dude, some of those videos have millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to hear your take on how it feels to have shared a sweet load with millions of other men and women.
James,
how does that make you feel? This is an adult podcast, by the way.
Yeah, this is
we say bad words and we talk about pornography.
like we're doing right now.
if that's not an indication, I don't know what is.
Yeah. All right. So your question is, what's my take on
sharing a sweet load?
Sharing a sweet load
with millions
of bros.
Yeah. And sisses.
And sisses.
Well.
And ladies.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen and other. I want you to know, James, that after our conversation in the car, I did start thinking about it, and it makes me very uncomfortable. It makes me so uncomfortable.
It is jarring.
Yes, to think about.
It is very strange.
So like God, I don't want to talk about this. So like you're going to bust that sweet load. Mm-hmm. I'll put it like that.
There you go.
And then you pull it up on your phone or your computer, and then you think for a moment, because your friends are assholes and have to say, "Oh man, you know we all seen that same video." Right? Like the site loads and then you think,
"Oh my god." Then you start thinking about your friends.
Yeah, and then you have to
when you're trying to do the sweet, dark, and dirty to yourself.
You have a crisis of conscience right there, wherever you're going for the sweet load. I don't like that we're calling it the sweet load, but it's the most comfortable thing to say right now for some reason. It's like you're sitting there, dignity in your hands, waiting, trying to hit that sweet load,
if you will,
and then, man, my bros probably watch this video, and then you gotta decide, are you gonna go for it regardless?
Do you continue?
Do you keep going? And for me, the answer is no. I have to hard stop. It's like, God, fuck. Which makes me grumpy, and I'm already so grumpy. So thank you, and Levi and Matt.
Yep.
Or Matt. No, Matt was there.
Matt was definitely there.
Yeah, Matt was there because he also was like, I was laying in bed and I was thinking about it, looking at my phone, and then he was looking at his phone, and then he threw it to the side and was like, I can't do that. I'm going to
just
bed.
Going to bed. Yeah. So that was an interesting conversation we had this weekend about how we've all creamed into the same gene, and
I have a big hate right now.
And it's so weird to think about. Not even just your bros.
Yep, just millions
of people,
or very persistent thousands.
That would be really impressive.
Yeah. Okay, who said you had to bust that sweet load every time you watch a video? I mean, who wouldn't? But also, who says that has to happen every time?
True.
They are videos. You watch Netflix and don't bust the sweet
load. I guess you're right.
I mean, unless you do, you weirdo. If you're calling out weirdos,
dude, when you got a Netflix and chill, but you don't have a partner to chill with, you do what you got to do.
You got to chill, dude.
You chill and you fucking
bust the sweet load. I'm very irate about this. So secondary hashtag for this episode has to be #sweet load.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll have another hashtag later in the app, but #sweet load.
#sweet.
Don't tell us about it.
Do not tell us about your.
Don't tell us
about your sweetest load.
You can tweet at us #sweet load. We don't want to hear about the sweet load though. So keep it to yourself.
But if you do, I will read it.
And if you do, I'm blocking you on Twitter. I've never blocked a person on Twitter before.
I don't think I have either.
I'll start.
You'll start.
I'll start blocking.
Fucking getting the block hammer out.
Straight up. Do not tweet at me about your sweet loads.
Dude, speaking of sweet loads, let's talk about the 12-hour nut.
There it is. The 12-hour the 12-hour nut or the 12th hour nut.
Yes. So, there's a joke in our group of friends.
Yes.
And the joke started with me.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it had I don't know where the joke came from or how it started happening.
I think you were pooping for a long time, and we were like, "Nah, he's cranking it."
And so it eventually devolved into every time I masturbate, it takes 12 hours.
Uh-huh.
So if I start jerking, I
see you if you start at midnight, see you at noon.
Yeah. Which devolved even further into we had to start classifying different types of nut. Mm-hmm. So there's the 12-hour nut.
Walnut, macadamia nut, etc. The 12-hour nut.
The 12-hour nut, let's see if I can remember this correctly. The 12-hour nut is when... yes, the 12-hour nut is when you masturbate for 12 hours and you nut on the 12th hour, and it's just normal. The 12th hour nut is when you masturbate for 11 hours and then nut for the entirety of the 12th hour. But then we have the 24th hour nut. And the 24th hour nut is when you you spank the chicken for 23 hours. On the 24th hour, you begin to nut, and all your
every liquid in your body becomes nut. And you basically juice yourself.
Wait, no, I think I might have that wrong. Okay, no, so
I think the 12-hour nut
12-hour nut is you
nut for 12 hours. One of them is you nut for 12 hours.
No, okay, so what? Fuck, I can't remember.
The logistics of it is there's one where you nut for 12 hours.
Yes.
I think that's the one where you liquefy. All of your whole body becomes liquid, and then you, as I just said, and I'm now uncomfortable with, juice yourself. The 12th hour nut is when is the 1 hour long. You crank it for 11 and you bust on 12.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I think... So there is the 24-hour nut and there's a 24th hour nut. I think the 24-hour nut is on the hour.
Yes.
All of the liquid in your body becomes nut, and then you just...
And then you
juice yourself.
You're a fucking husk.
But I think the 24th hour nut is you nut for the whole 24th hour, and by the end, your entire body... You become nut.
you become nut.
You become that semen.
You were gonna say something else, and then you were like, "There's no getting around this."
I could have said salty sweet surprise. I could have said
lamb sauce.
Sorry, not. Yeah, I could have said. Pass the egg with lemon sauce.
Father, where is the brown sauce?
Where is the
Brown sauce.
That's a classic.
I love it. Good one.
So, anyway,
there it is.
We've talked about masturbating quite a bit this episode.
Okay, so when I tell my parents, hey, you should watch my podcast, I'm going to give them a playlist that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. This episode is being scrubbed from the records.
Yeah, my dad is going to listen to this,
family.
And I can't wait.
Shout outs to Jimmy.
Pops, if you're watching, which I know you are.
I'm
happy
sorry.
nutting.
Jimmy, I'm sorry. I didn't want this.
Hey, man, this is what I could think of. This is what I thought of. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I'm just going to talk about the fucking Pornhub shit.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Love a good chat with my good friend James. My good friend Jamo Kablamo.
That's me.
We got a commercial.
We do.
We got an advertisement from my friend, my son, my father, my brother.
Yeah, let me take a your
Murphy.
father, son, and brother.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah. I figure.
Crable Murphy.
Okay, so he sent me. Oh God. Okay, he sent me one.
Okay.
I will send it to you now
Nice.
via the World Wide Web.
Tasty.
Okay, Crable Murphy. So this episode of Classic Combo is brought to you by Horse Ranch.
Horse Ranch.
Speaking of nut.
Why is it a tie-in? How did he do that?
Ow!
Did he come up with this now?
Okay, so I'll start, and then we'll just go one and one.
Okay.
Except for that bottom there.
Got it.
Horse Ranch, the one and only condiment you will ever need.
Come on down to your local drugstore and get your very own can of Horse Ranch today.
Don't worry, we aren't misspeaking. We don't mean horseradish. We really mean Horse Ranch.
With our secret blend of spices and secret sauce, you and everyone who partakes will enjoy any meal.
Are you tired of having bland sandwiches? Is your mayonnaise just too spicy? Switch it out with Horse Ranch.
Don't ask too many questions as you consume our lovely blend of spices and sauce.
Come get your Horse Ranch today.
$9.99 on Tuesdays only.
Or you could have the brown sauce.
You could pick up a nice can of brown sauce. Brown sauce from father.
Big thanks to Horse Ranch for sponsoring our video, our podcast this episode.
Horse Ranch, we love you.
$9.99 on Tuesdays only.
Only on Tuesdays. How much does it cost every other day of the week? Or do we sell it on the other days of the week?
That's no, they don't sell it on any other day.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday is the day the
horses get ranched.
That's the day the horses get ranched. You know, I just love that we were sitting over here talking about semen.
Yeah.
And then Caleb, without knowing, we're talking about fucking jerking off and and the nut.
The newt.
That he sent us a special horse ranch. Little horse ranch.
Where'd they get the horse ranch?
Don't ask too many questions.
Where did they get the horse ranch?
Just don't ask local community college. Don't ask their veterinarian program.
No.
Because I'll tell you exactly where the horse ranch comes from.
That's right.
And then you'll be sad. Or you're already sad.
Thank you.
So we've been talking about masturbation for most of this episode. Nick.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
We can move on. We can move on from the masturbation.
Okay.
Although I have a feeling it's going to come back.
Did you play in that one?
I didn't.
Okay.
That one was just...
You got halfway through and was like, oh my God, we're still there. We still live here in Seaman Station.
That's...
We're the load patrol today. Hashtag load patrol. Okay.
In the words of Ninja Sex Party, does anyone want to do any cummies?
We at this point we don't have a choice.
No, we have to.
We've locked ourselves into cummies mode.
Jesus. Nick, what you got for me?
James, I have a nice, serious, non-semen related question for you.
Okay.
I was actually thinking about this and I was very proud of this question, and it's absolutely going to be completely overtaken by our yankin talk today.
Our talk of the yank.
I had this really good idea, and it was if you could do anything with your life except for the thing that you want to do, what would you do?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it?
The thing...
So you want to be like a actor, producer, big time.
Correct.
Big time Superman.
I want to be the big time Superman.
What would you do if you could do anything except for that?
Well, I'd probably just go down the list of things I want to do.
Sure.
Well, that's at the top.
Yeah.
I'd really like to make video games.
Ooh.
Very much so. In fact, me and Matt have been talking about making a video game for a long time now, but now we're actually kind of getting a little serious about it. So that could be something that might happen. So yeah, if I could do anything other than being an actor, producer, writer, I would work on video games. And
nice.
If including in that whatever I want to do came with the skills to do that thing. Is your father calling?
My father's calling. Can I answer
you
this?
You can answer it, absolutely.
Hello? Yeah, I'm at James's right now. We're actually recording the podcast presently. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I saw that you were gone when I woke up.
Mickey's father is
Yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah, they're still in their crates.
The doggies. He must be talking about the doggies.
All right. No, I don't. I do not work tonight.
Ooh, fancy.
All right. I'll see you later, Dad. Okay, bye. That was my dad.
Shout out to Phil.
Shout out to Phil. He's not going to watch this because I won't let him, but...
Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong. Your dad is definitely at least loaded.
He's stopped.
Twice.
I need you...
I didn't say what I was going to.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't. And you are right. And it frustrates me to no end. I don't know why it makes me so mad thinking about it, but...
Anyway, if I could do anything, it would
be... See? I had a nice serious question planned, and James leveled it with cummies.
If doing the thing that I wanted to do, but not the big thing I wanted to do, came with the skills to do the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, programming video games would be cool. I just don't have the right brain for coding. I've done a little bit of coding, but it's hard, and I have a hard time with it.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Yeah, it's like putting a big puzzle together that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
It's really hard.
Yeah. Nick, what about you?
I've thought about this offhandedly every now and again for a while, and I'd really like to be a musician or a music teacher. Like, I mean, I guess technically I am and have been a professional musician, as I have done music and been paid for it several times, thereby making me a professional musician. But I'd really like to be a music teacher, which is something I also have done a tiny bit of. For a while, I was doing this conducting music instruction course for
wee ones,
for the chillins, and I co-taught a music class for kids 2nd through 5th grade for a year, and it was super fun. And I learned about my strengths and weaknesses as a teacher, and I feel I have grown to subvert those weaknesses with more weaknesses. Yeet.
Oh, I see those are weaknesses over there. Let me yeet some more.
let me yeet some more weakness into that. But if I couldn't be a music teacher for a long time in my life, because my grandpa and my dad have worked for the postal service for so long, I had very strongly considered like my backup job is be a mailman.
Yeah.
Because I also, one of my weird skills that I have is that I have a very good sense of direction.
Okay.
Like I know how to get from point A to point B, almost no matter what. I very rarely get lost.
That's a very lucky skill to have.
Yeah.
Just today, I had to I had to take Austin to go get a new battery. Shout out, Austin.
Shout out, Austin.
I had to take him to get a new battery for his car.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a way I normally take.
Oh.
Ever. And so I was like, okay, what way do I turn? Where do I go from here?
Oh, yeah.
Which way? Yeah, I'm fucking horrible with directions.
Oh, man. Yeah, I speak... my other language that I'm fluent in is mail carrier direction speak. So I know street names very well, specifically in town. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, did you take Ellingson? Oh, go left off a line and then take First Street up, and you can. Mm-hmm. And I just understand that. Like, I get the picture and I know where that is. So I think I would be a decent mail carrier if I couldn't perform music professionally, mm-hmm. or be a music educator, as would be rad. Mm-hmm. Because it's not, as I've learned through the lives of my grandfather and father, the Postal Service, not the best place. And it looks like it might not. For a while, it looked like it wasn't going to last much longer.
Yeah.
They were considering going to they were considering going to 5-day deliveries, so not carrying on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And also with all of the delivery services that are out now, and with Amazon doing their own deliveries now also, it looked kind of bleak because most people were only getting like ads and bills for stuff in the mail. Like I get a bank statement once a month.
Yep.
And I think that's the only thing that I get in the mail, except for like people trying to get me to sign up for a credit card or
big picture loans.
Yeah. And so the Postal Service, I don't want to get too political about the Postal Service. I know a couple of the ins and outs, but it's not my like.
Not your forte.
It's not my forte, but I know that it was on the low end for a while. So, but yeah, if I could end my life doing something that wasn't my ideal situation, yeah, I'd give people their mail.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going that route, I mean, creating video games is something I do really want to do, and it is higher up on my list. Mm-hmm. So if we took that away, fuck, I don't know what.
So if you took your top 5 jobs, you're like, if I can't do this, I'll do this, and if I can't do this, I'll do this. If you take the top 5 away and go yeet them into the garbage,
into the ether,
the
void, what would
you do then,
man?
What kind of job seems appealing to you? This is anything. Like, I know neither of us have ever wanted or been inclined to maybe be a doctor or like a lawyer or anything like that.
Nope.
But because we're both like artistically inclined, mm-hmm. So something like a grown-up's job.
Yeah, like a regular old person's job.
Something maybe white collar, maybe blue collar, something maybe with a 401k.
Yeah. I mean, working for the school district is pretty easy peasy.
Yeah.
I've got PERS, so if I retire in 30 years, I'll have a retirement.
Yeah.
Got good benefits. Is it what I want to fucking do for the rest of my life? God,
probably not.
I'd probably be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most appealing job for me.
Yeah.
I'd want to teach like the arts. I could teach theater really well.
Yeah.
And I have taught theater before. I could do a little bit of music, since I know a little bit. Mm-hmm. Since I almost accidentally got a music degree instead of a theater degree.
That's the good stuff. That is the good stuff.
Yeah, one time my advisor in college was like, hey, how's your theater degree going? And I was like, oh, I think it's going good. And he looked at it and he's like, yeah, you're not even close to done, but you only have like 2 terms left for a music degree. And I was like, how in the fuck did I manage that?
What?
Yeah, I'd want to teach high school.
Sure.
I've taught elementary students, which were okay.
Yeah. I think if you get the right kids in the right mix.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Nikki can attest to this with her classrooms. If you've got a good mix of kids,
absolutely,
plus the right age range, and you know how to connect with them, because I've experienced this too, teaching, both teaching and working at local Boys and Girls Club. The age group doesn't play in so much. It more the personality of the kids plays in a lot. And so if you can find a group of kids that you can connect with universally, then you'll have a lot easier time rather than having like, oh, fifth graders, I got them, they're easy peasy, I can connect to them. Because that was straight up wrong for me to be like, yeah, I can work with like fourth and fifth graders because that's the department I worked in. And I connected with a lot of them, or that's not fair. I connected with some of them. They actually did a popularity contest of which staff they liked the most.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
For the staff that were insecure about how much the kids liked them, there are, oh my God, let's see. There were maybe, I'll round up and say 10. There were about 10 of us in the area, 6 or 7 on a regular school day. And I think I got the second lowest amount of votes.
Oof.
And we have like 250 kids, maybe on the high end.
At least you weren't last.
At least I wasn't last. Almost dead last. It was very close. It was a difference of 1 vote.
Oh.
Yeah, I think 2 kids said that I was their favorite, and then 1 kid said that the other staff was their favorite. And that kid was like, oh, this staff doesn't have any votes. I'll vote for them.
Yeah, that's a kick in the junk.
It straight up is. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I think I'd be happy as a teacher. I'd like to teach theater. But teaching just one elective subject is kind of going out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Got to kind of teach something else. I could teach English, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'd be happy with that.
Because one of the things I'd like to teach is music. Like, and I could do band or choir. I am adept at both. Specifically choir now. I'm not quite as down with the instrumental music as I used to be.
Yeah.
Because that's where I started.
You're out of practice.
Yeah. True dat. It hurts at shows, but it's real. I played in the pit for a musical a while, pretty recently, and I realized how out of practice I was. But it was a show that I had been in before, so I picked it up very quickly. That was fine. But I think if I couldn't do like an art, I'd really like to do science.
Okay.
I think the sciences are very interesting to me because they are, as stupid as it sounds, an art in and of itself. Like, the world is so interesting and amazing. It's so beautiful, and look at all of the math that it takes to make it. Side note, horrible at math, probably be an awful science teacher.
I mean, for kids, you just teach them about rocks and fucking bugs.
Hey kids, check out these fucking bugs.
Check out these fucking bugs.
Whoa!
Wow, those are cool bugs. Pick the stink beetle.
Pick the stink beetle, my
Pick the
lord.
stink beetle, my lord. Pick the stinky one.
Oh my god, that was super fun. You know what? I had another hashtag planned, but we're going with this. Hashtag stink beetle is this week's hashtag. Tell us on the Twitterverse at Nick Leonard with no A, at Jameser the Fifth. What's your favorite bug? Hashtag stink beetle.
Pick the stink beetle.
If you don't pick stink beetle,
You lose.
your lord Prince Odur is going to come down with his mighty bug hammer and beat the tar out of you.
Yep. So we did while we were moving, we did a little mini role play. And we were in a bug world.
Yes.
And we had to come up with our characters. And so originally this started with me, Caleb and Levi were talking about Spider-Man and about...
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was like Spider-Man or... Oh, no, we were talking about Superhero High School, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Caleb was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a superhero to make, and I think I kind of want him to be bug themed.
Sure.
And so they were like saying stuff, and like I had been taking a nap on the couch, so like I was like barely awake. I was like, pick the stink beetle. And so we came up with this game where we picked bugs.
Yeah.
And then Caleb was the GM. And this was just in the car, so it was just super goofy. So I was Prince Odor, the stink beetle. Nick was... Oh, fuck, what was your name?
My name was Rook Ringling. I was a little pill bug. I was a potato bug.
Uh-huh.
And I was a professional bowler.
Yes, and he bowled himself.
I bowled myself.
Levi his name was No Name.
Yes.
And he was a
scorpion.
A scorpion.
Because Levi is edgy.
And then
Shout out to Levi Barkley.
And then Brendan was fucking Dragnar Muggins the Dragonfly.
Yes.
Which is funny because Dragnar Muggins is a handle of mine that I use or I used to use a lot. It was and it's actually really funny that he picked a dragonfly. My first email, and I'll go ahead and say it, and you can send whatever emails you want to because I definitely don't fucking check it, was Dragnar Dragonfly.
Nice.
So that's why he did that.
That's good. That's a good one.
But he was he was the referee for the bowling tournament.
Yes, he was the ref for the bowling tournament.
And Levi was just a spectator.
Yeah.
Anyway, it ended with a riot happening, and me and Rook Ringling hanging out in the
we're in like a little break room.
Like the break room.
Because we had just Brendan had, and he had no reason to do this. The guy I was bowling against, I think he was a
what was he?
I think he was a dung beetle.
Yes, he was a dung beetle.
He was a dung beetle, and he rolled a poopy bowling ball. But he called a foul, and the judges had to go away and like pause the game, and so I went into the break room to like wait because I had just bowled, and Brooke Ringling, pro bowler, potato bug, he don't fuck up his shots. He's bowling 300 a day. But Brennan called something, maybe a foot fault. Who knows? I don't know if there are many feet on a bug. Easy to get mixed up. But yeah, and James's Prince Odor came and gave me compliments on my good bowling.
Hashtag stink beetle.
Hashtag stink beetle.
Tell us your favorite bug, or since we got the word beetle in there, tell us about your favorite bug. Or tell us about the stinkiest thing you've ever smelled. Or both. Why not? No, who knows?
Favorite bug, or least favorite bug, or least favorite smell, or both.
Your choice. Hashtag stink beetle, at James V, at Nick Leonard with no A. Nick, time's up.
I love it.
Time's up. That went by really fast. And I think it's because, let's clean this bitch up.
Let's clean this bitch up.
Okay.
God knows there's nut all over the place.
There's semen everywhere. We need to clean up.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
so
on your nice new house, no
my
less.
new house has been
Nikki and Chrissy are
spoiled.
gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah. So we learned today that if you're watching this, we've probably watched the same porn videos. If you watch Pornhub, if you go to Pornhub, the biggest porn website to go to.
That's right.
We've probably watched the same vids. We've had what do we call it? The sweet load.
The sweet load.
We've shared a sweet load.
Gross.
We talked about jobs.
Talking about
that we could have if we couldn't have the job we really wanted.
That's right.
Our fallback job. It was like, well, I guess my dreams are broken, so I'll do this thing.
Your dream job, if your dream job was just a dream.
Yep. And then to top this bitch off,
put some icing on the cake, if you will, even though the cake is almost exclusively icing because of the sweet load.
You got your horse ranch.
Hashtag sweet load, hashtag horse ranch, hashtag stink beetle.
Now that's what I call quality podcast.
There's some spicy content we got here.
Dude, we got to do this every time.
Talk about jizz.
Talk about what's another? I'm trying to think of another word. Salty surprise.
Talk about the cream.
The cream. There we go. The cream. We got to talk about the cream for half an hour, and then we can talk about stuff that's serious.
Yeah, and then is that the new format? Fuck the ketchup. Fuck the mustard and quetchies.
Yep. Fuck the commercial.
Fuck the commercial. Jizz. Serious chat.
That's it.
Stink beetle.
And that's the name of our new podcast. Jizz/serious shit.
Oh man.
There we go. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
See you on the next ep.
Isode. Goodbye.
I love you.
Love you too.